So now imagine your kitchen. There are various ingredients in your kitchen. So there are basically a few ingredients. Okay, so there may be oil can be there, rice can be there, flour can be there, spices can be there. Okay, water is one other ingredient, pulses maybe. Okay, baking soda. That's it. Okay. So you have a limited amount of ingredients in your kitchen, maybe six, seven, 10 like that. Okay. And out of those ingredients, you make a number of recipes, right? A lot of recipes you can make out of the same set of ingredients, right? Same is the case with physics. Okay. We have seven basic ingredients. We have seven basic ingredients in physics. Out of these seven, we can make all the physical quantities that are there in physics, be it magnetic field, velocity, momentum, speed, mass, length, time, whatever. Okay, whatever you can think of, torque, momentum, whatever. Okay, but they're all made of these seven basic ingredients. Then you will ask that how can so many large number of physical quantities can be made out of these seven only? Because here also in our kitchen also, maybe it is about the proportion you take the things in. Maybe from rice and oil, let's say you can make two, three. If you take how you treat it, how much proportion you are taking each in, how you are processing it basically, right? So here also we take things in different composition to make different physical quantities. So first let's see what are the physical quantities, the basic fundamental physical quantities that constitute all the other physical quantities. Okay, so the first one is the mass, and the SI unit is what? Kilogram, kg. Okay, length, SI unit is meter. Time, SI unit is seconds. Temperature, it is Kelvin. Then there is electric current. This is ampere. Then there is amount of substance. Mole is the unit. And then luminous intensity. Luminous intensity, the unit is candela. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the seven ingredients of the recipe of physics. All the items, all the recipes that you made will be made of these ingredients only, taken maybe in some case mass is taken in more amount, length is taken in less amount, but basically they will be formed by these seven only. Okay, let's see an example.
So what is the last one, sir?
This is
What is the last
lumin.
one?
Okay, I'm writing it. This is luminous intensity.
1 minute,
I'm
sir.
writing it. I'm writing it once again.
Yes, sir. I can't see here.
Okay, fine. Just a second. I'm writing it on the right hand side.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes, sir.
seventh
Please.
one is luminous intensity. The unit is what?
Candle.
Yes, candela.
Yes, sir. Candle.
Candela. Fine. So
Yes,
seven
sir.
ingredients are there. Okay. Now let's say speed. Speed is length divided by time. Okay. Fine. Length divided by time. Now what is acceleration? Acceleration is in terms of magnitude I am talking about right now. Okay. So don't get about direction on. Acceleration is the in magnitude wise the rate of change of speed with respect to time. So this is speed, change of speed by time. Okay. Change of, so a change wherever I write delta, delta means change. So if I write delta L or delta length, that means change of length. So delta signifies change. Okay. So acceleration is change of speed by time. Okay. or rather change of velocity, but for understanding, let's say acceleration is change of speed. Now speed is already made of length and time. Length and time, they are in this table. Length is here and time is there. Okay, fine, done. Acceleration, speed is there in the list? No, but speed is already a derived unit. So these are fundamental physical quantities, right? Fundamental physical quantities. And now this speed, this is also physical quantity. Length is also a physical quantity. Mass is also a physical quantity. But these seven are the fundamental physical quantities, the basic ingredients of physics that we have defined, a set of seven. Out of them, we make the derived. So speed, acceleration, they are what? Derived. They are recipes. Derived physical quantities. Okay, they are not the ingredients, they are the recipes that were made out of these. Okay, speed, acceleration is speed by time. Now speed itself is length upon time. So this is in essence, it is length divided by time square, right? Fine. Now again, length is in the table, time is also in the table. Now acceleration is also made of the elements of this table only. Anything that you can talk of in physics, let's say anything, let's say momentum. Momentum is mass into velocity. Okay, velocity is again length by time only. Okay, unit wise. So velocity is change of position with time. So mass is there in this list. Yes. Velocity, it is there. No. But velocity is what? Velocity again. We'll see what is the difference in speed and velocity. It is again change of position. Position is also having the unit of length only. So change of length by time only. Okay. So m delta L by t. So m L t minus 1, like this. So again m L t, all of them are there in this list. Okay. Okay, Sandipani is asking, sir, what is time is what kind of unit? See, time is also like other physical quantities. Time is, interval. Okay, the moment. So this is also a physical thing. From now to afternoon and from now to evening, there is a difference of interval, right? So that thing we have named as time interval. Okay, and the unit for time is second. Okay, in SI system. In SI system, standard international system, the unit of time is second. Okay, so I hope that was your doubt. If you have to ask anything else, you can write. Okay, so this is momentum. So these are derived physical quantities and these are the fundamental. So we have understood what is derived physical quantities and what is the fundamental physical quantities. Okay, don't get confused. We'll be covering everything and then in the end you'll be connecting the dots. Okay, so just listen first and then after that if you have any doubt, ask me. Okay, so length is a fundamental physical quantity, right? And what is the unit? Unit is meter, 1 meter. Now, what is the meter? Okay, so all the scientists and other people they sat and they told that okay, this much length. Okay, they took a platinum iridium rod. Okay, and they defined that okay, this much. Let's call it 1 meter. Okay, so 1 meter they marked it on a rod of platinum iridium and it is kept in a lab in Paris. Okay, 1 meter. So everyone accepts that okay, this much length, we'll call it as 1 meter. Okay, that is accepted by all. That's why it is 1 meter. Okay. Now, so this is the unit of this. Okay, and what is the dimension of this? L. Okay, the dimension we write as L. Mass, the dimension is we do know by m. This is L. This is time t. Temperature you can write by K or theta. This is ampere. Amount of MOL. Candle is CD. Okay. Okay, I'm coming to what is the dimension. Okay. So these are the dimensions. The dimensions of mass is what I wrote. The dimension I have to write it in brackets, in square brackets like this. So that means dimension of mass. If I enclose the mass in square brackets, that means dimension of mass. It is denoted by m. So for all this, all the fundamental quantities, I have written the dimensions. For mass, the dimension is what? Capital M. This is length is what? L. For time t. So for these we have M, L, T, K, A like this. Okay. Now how to write the dimension of derived physical quantities? Let's say we have to write the dimension of speed. Okay. Okay. One thing, that suppose length has the unit of meter. Okay. So what should be the unit of change of length? Change of length I denote by delta L, let's say. Okay. What should be the unit of change of length? Change of length means some length minus some other length. Okay. Final length minus initial length, that is change of length. Okay. Suppose you say, suppose I say there is a container like this. Okay, there is a container like this. You have, suppose, 10 kilograms of water. Okay, you have 10 kilograms of water. Now you took out some water. You took out some water. Okay, you took out some water from the jar, and now only suppose 5 kilograms of water are left. Okay, now only 5 kg of water is left in that jar. So how much water was there initially? I am talking about the mass of water. Kilogram is the measure of mass. So initially the m was 10. Finally the mass m was what? 5. Now what is the change of mass? Change of mass should also be in kilograms, right? Because the change is what? 10 minus 5. That is 5. 5 what? 5 kg. Okay. So whatever is the unit of L, the same thing is the unit of delta L also, right? So this is one thing. Okay. Dimension of speed, if I have to write, the speed is what? The change of length divided by the time interval. Okay, time interval. Time interval, you can say delta t, delta of time. Delta is the change of length divided by the change of time. Okay. Now what is the dimension of this change of length? It is L. The dimension of length is what? I write dimension of length as L. So the dimension of this is also L only. Dimension of delta t is also of time. Okay. So I say LT minus 1. This is the dimension of speed. Okay. Let's write the dimension of momentum. Velocity is the, magnitude wise it is the same thing. The velocity is again the change of position. So position is what? Position is the distance from a given origin, right? Origin. So again that is in terms of length only. This is R1, this is R2. So this is position. Okay. This was the coordinate axis, this is the origin. So this is the change. So the velocity is also change of length by the time taken to change that position. Change of position basically taking. We'll learn those things when we study vectors and all. Okay. So the change of, what is the dimension of velocity? The dimension of velocity is the dimension of this whole thing. That is dimension of delta L and dimension of delta T. Okay. So that is L T minus 1 again. Okay. What is the dimension of momentum? Dimension of momentum. So you must be knowing the formula at this moment. You have to know the formula. But as you study the physical quantities in the later chapters, you will be more familiar. Okay. So momentum is given by mass into velocity. Mass into velocity is momentum. Okay. Momentum. So if I'm asked that what is the dimension of the momentum? Okay. So that is the dimension of mass into the dimension of velocity, because momentum is mass into velocity. Dimension of mass is again the physical standard physical quantity, capital M. Velocity, what is the dimension of velocity? LT minus 1. Okay, change of length, change of position by change of time. So MLT minus 1. This is the dimension of momentum. So likewise, we can write the dimension of any physical quantity. Suppose we have to write the dimension of force. So we must be knowing the formula for force, that is mass into acceleration. Acceleration. Okay. So this is the dimension of force is equal to what? Dimension of time you can denote by t. Okay. This is a standard physical quantity, time. You can denote by t. Okay. So this is equal to the dimension of mass into the dimension of acceleration. Now, what is the dimension of acceleration? Acceleration is change of velocity, that is delta V divided by with respect to time. What is the dimension of velocity? LT minus 1, right? Change of length divided by the time, LT minus 1, right? So this is LT minus 1 divided by the dimension of delta t is also t, right? So this becomes LT minus 2. The acceleration of the dimension of acceleration is LT minus 2. So the dimension of force becomes what? This is M. Acceleration is LT minus 2, LT minus 2. So this becomes the dimension of force. Okay.